praises to the Most High. So in case you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have not figured it out yet, that this Bible is talking about the Israelites, which you are. At ease. So, you blacks and Hispanics need to understand something. The reason that you're in this condition right now is in the Bible. It explains it to you. Perfectly clear. Give me that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
We're about to see why we in the condition we are as a people. Read.
But it shall come to pass.
Meaning future prophecy, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You Israelites. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken.
Meaning take heed. Read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Meaning this Bible. That's what the voice of the Lord thy God is talking about, this Bible. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Some of his commandments.
All his commandments.
A few of his commandments.
All his commandments.
You get to pick and choose what commandments you want to keep.
All his commandments.
You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have to keep all of God's commandments.
That's right.
And we're about to read some of these commandments that you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are breaking, which you are the Israelites. You do not understand that you have to keep God's laws. That's your heritage, black man. It is not following Greek fashions playing football. It is not sagging your damn pants. It is not your sisters wearing pants. It is not putting blonde hair color dye in your hair. You blacks and Hispanics must be joking if you think God is dealing with you. He only knows you if you keep his commandments.
That's right.
Give me Exodus chapter 20. Start at verse 3. Got it?
Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
You shall have no other gods before the Most High God of Israel. You shall not be idolizing Greek fashions known as football. Do you know the atrocities that was done to our people playing sports? Back in the time of the Greeks in the gymnasium? The word gym means naked. Why do men need to be around each other but naked? Explain that to me. Why do you idolize these Greek fashions? That is not of God. That is not of this Bible. Read on.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, because what they doing in the stadium? What they about to do? Play a football game for what? A damn trophy? Some form of remembrance? That's what they break their necks for? Sacrifice their bodies for? Not the Most High God, though. You don't want to keep God's laws and commandments. Hold that. Go to Psalms 94, verse 16. Because you blacks and Hispanics have it backwards. And you about to get it right today. Because you will be marked today. You are going to know what's required of you today. Read.
Psalm chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
The Most High God said, who will rise up for him against the evildoers, against those workers of sin? What is a worker of sin that we in today, that we see our people in today? Breaking the Most High God's holy Sabbath. All you vendors right now selling all types of abominations, shrimp, crab, lobster. That's in the Bible that you're not supposed to eat those things. And yet, not only are you not supposed to eat them, you're not supposed to cook them, but you cooking on the Most High God's Sabbath day, which is sin. What is wrong with you blacks and Hispanics? Y'all claim to know God, y'all claim y'all know God and read this Bible, but you don't do a damn thing this Bible says. Go back to Exodus chapter 20, bro.
Bring it out.
Give me the sub. We're about to make it plain today. Verse 8. Read.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember
Do what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
Read it again.
Remember the Sabbath day.
The Most High God says, remember the Sabbath day. Meaning take heed to it. What are the guidelines to the Sabbath day? Do anybody know? Do anybody know what you're supposed to be doing on the Most High God's Sabbath day and what you're not supposed to be doing on the Most High God's Sabbath day? Do anybody know? Can anybody give me an answer? Do anybody care? Read.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God.
Say the Sabbath day, the seventh is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. When you look on the calendar, black man, Hispanic man, what's the seventh day of the week? It's Saturday, which is today. So which means is today is the Sabbath. You had all week to work. You had all week to do business. You had all week to sell, buy, do whatever you wanted. Do whatever you want according to God's laws. But today, you keep it holy. Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gate.
So anybody that you call family, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you are not supposed to be out here working on the Most High God's Sabbath day.
That's right.
Give me Exodus 16 and 23. It's about 100 vendors on this block right now. Am I lying? Close to 100. And all of y'all in the midst of sin right now by buying, selling, and cooking on the Most High Sabbath day. Or maybe you didn't know. That's understandable. You didn't know. They don't teach nothing in Christianity. That's understandable. I can see why you lost. Read that.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So yesterday, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you Israelites, yesterday you were supposed to get all your cooking done, all your working done, all your buying and selling done yesterday. Because today, read on.
Tomorrow is the rest of the Sabbath, holy Sabbath day.
Today is that day, the Sabbath. And today, read on.
Unto the Lord, bake that which ye will bake today, and seethe that ye will seethe, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So you understand, black man, Hispanic man, if you are cooking today, you are in the midst of sin.
That's right.
Give me 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Let's prove that. I'm sorry, brother, you got a question? You got a question? Okay. The brother want to know what's his true nationality according to the Bible. What's your father's nationality? So-called African American? Right. So now, brother, if you say you African American, right, that means you come from two places, right? Is that possible? That's possible? We on Church Street right now, right? In Tampa, right? At the corner of Church and Tampa. Can I be from Church Street and Tampa? No. So you can't be African and American.
Right.
Do you know what them names mean? You know where they come from? Africa? It comes from the name of a so-called white man named Leo Sciprius Africanus, an Italian man. America comes from a man by the name of Amerigo Vespucci, another Italian man. Italians are what nationality? So-called white people, right? Can two white people make you? So how in the hell are you African American, bro? That's a lie, right? You want to know your nationality according to this Bible, right? So according to the Bible, you said you so-called African American. According to the Bible, bro, you are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
You are a real Jew according to the Bible, because the word Jew comes from the word Judah. Did you know that? You know who else? You know who else from the tribe of Judah? Christ. Christ is from the tribe of Judah. So if Christ was a true Jew, right? We're gonna read his description in the Bible. Give me Revelation chapter 1. Because they don't teach this stuff. They don't teach the Bible in church, do they? Not really, I don't teach at all. Read.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the revelation meaning the revealing of Jesus Christ, right? This Bible is about to reveal to you who Jesus Christ is. Read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
To show unto his servants. Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now it said his head and his hairs, meaning his beard, was white like wool. Why would it say wool? What? Say it again? What you say, sis? Because that's what your hair look like, right? So-called black men have woolly hair, right? So-called Hispanic men have woolly hair, right? So that mean that Christ had what kind of texture hair? Meaning what? He was a so-called what? A so-called black man. He was a so-called black man. Read on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire because he drank wine. That's the prophecy you read in Genesis chapter 49, verse 12. We're going to get it. We're going to explain everything to you, brother, make it clear. If this Bible is talking about Christ, you paying attention, bro?
Bring it out.
This Bible is talking about Christ being a black man from the tribe of Judah. All right? Read on.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes shall be red with wine because he liked to drink wine, right? I mean that Christ, that description that we read was a prophecy that a so-called black man will come for the nation of Israel, right? Read on.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 15. And his feet.
We go with the color. His feet, your feet look like the same color as your body, right? Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Like unto what?
Fine brass.
What color is brass, bro? It's what? Say that to the mic. What color is brass?
Brown.
The color of brass is brown.
That's right.
But read on, it ain't done. Read on.
As if they burned in a furnace. As if they burned in a furnace.
If you burn anything, bro, what color do it turn? It turn what? It turn what? It turn what? Look at that image down there. Because we was taught this image, right? Is he burned in the furnace? Do he look like he been burned in the furnace?
Bring it out.
Who the hell is this? We do not know. Yes, we do know. This man right here is Caesar Borgia. That is Pope Alexander VI of Rome. That's his son. He was painted as the new image of Christ by Leonardo da Vinci in the Renaissance era. Why? For white supremacy.
Bring it out.
White supremacy. So they take that image, which is not in this Bible, and hold it up that it's the image of God. But in actuality, the Bible teaches you that he is a so-called black man.
That's right. That's right. Bring it out.
You was taught that, right? All praises. Read it again.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14.
Listen up, blacks and Hispanics. We read to you the description of Jesus the Christ, the black Messiah.
That's right.
Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
He had wisdom, right? When a man has wisdom, he grows white hair. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
His voice as the sound of many waters. Our so-called black men, aren't they kind of loud? Right? So who is this they got portraying in their media, in their movies, on their TV shows, supposed to be documenting the Bible as a so-called white man with a soft, innocent, effeminate voice, whispering to people? Christ came to teach thousands. Ain't nobody gonna hear me if I'm out here whispering. So if Christ would look like a so-called black man, he spoke like a so-called black man. Give me Hebrews 7:14. If Christ was an Israelite, right? Let's see what tribe he was from. Read.
Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
So it is evident, meaning there's evidence, there's facts to prove that our Lord, meaning Jesus the Christ, sprang out of Judah. So that means what? Christ is an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. He was a real Jew. Give me Jeremiah 14, verse 2. So if Christ was a so-called Jew, he was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, he's a so-called black man. Let's see what the Bible has to say about Judah. Just in case people out here don't want to believe in the image that he's a so-called black man, let's see what the Bible has to say. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth.
Judah mourneth. Judah is in mourning, right? You listening? Judah mourneth. Read.
And the gates thereof languid.
Meaning their leaders are not leading them correctly, right? They have no leaders. They have not the proper leadership to go about their lives, keeping God's commandments. Read.
They are black unto the ground.
What color are the Jews?
They are black unto the ground.
What color are the Jews?
They are black unto the ground.
So if Christ was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah and the Jews are black unto the ground, that means this Bible is talking to what form of people? What form?
Black.
The Bible is only for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right. Bring it out.
Jews are not white. Jews are not Asian. Jews are not Japanese. They are not Arabians. They are not East Indian. Jews are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You fit the curses. You are the Israelites.
That's right.
Christ came back for you. You understand that? So now that you know that, what's your nationality now, right? Judah, right? You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. So now when you go tomorrow, what's your nationality? What's your nationality gonna be tomorrow? Judah, right? What's next week? What's your nationality gonna be? And next year? So what's required of you since you know that you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, bro? And Hispanic, no, all blacks are from the tribe of Judah, but so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? They are Israelites. But what's required of us being Israelites, do you know? To know Jesus, right? How do you know Jesus? Do you know believe, that's an action word, right? When you believe something, that means you do action. But you say that we know Christ, right? That we know Jesus. Let's see how we know Jesus. Give me 1 John, you know what I want? Read. We're going to see what the Bible has to say about knowing Jesus, right? Read.
1 John chapter 2, verse 3.
Listen up, black man. We're about to see how you so-called Christians know Christ. Read.
And hereby we do know that we know him.
Hereby we do know that we know Christ, brother. That we know Christ, sisters. Read.
If we keep his commandment.
If, that means but. Read.
If we keep his commandment.
So you only know Jesus the Christ and the Most High God if you are keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. If you're not doing that, God does not know you. You mean nothing to God. You can fall off a cliff if you ain't keeping God's commandments. And what are we reading? We're reading the Bible. The same Bible that's in all y'all Sunday churches. The same Bible that never gets open. The same Bible that's on a dusty bookshelf that's being a coaster, propping up a table. That you never read, and it's talking about your history. We're bringing it out today. And people still walking by, not wanting to take heed, just like back then. They put Christ to death because they did not want to hear his doctrine, did they not? They did not want to hear what Christ had to say. They put him to death. Because what, he was teaching the truth, right? John 8:32, I come to, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. What's the truth? Well, what's the truth? Give me that. All right. I'm about to see what the truth is according to the Bible, bro. Read.
Psalm chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, right? When does everlasting stop? Never. So thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, right? Read on.
And thy law is the truth.
And what?
And thy law is the truth.
So the law is the truth. So when Christ said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, what is he talking about?
And thy law is the truth.
So what's the truth, bro?
Commandments.
So the truth that's gonna set you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans free is the commandments that you will find in the Bible. You blacks and Hispanics need to repent. You need to turn back to God, or your condition will begin to diminish even further. You will still be getting gunned down in the street. You will still become baby mamas and baby fathers. You will still sell drugs to each other. You have to repent. You have to turn back to God. And in doing these Greek fashions in the midst of sin, breaking God's commandments on his holy Sabbath is not turning back to God. And with that, I say shalom.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates on all our YouTube channels. Shalom.